So we're going to talk about a village plaza. This is actually one of the ones I built. This is a small plaza, about 10 or 12,000 square feet. And you can see this architectural rendition that I've created here for everybody to enjoy. It had a grocery store in it. It had a liquor store, a beer store, a chiropractor, a post office. And right at the end bay here, which is sometimes called an end cap, it had a pizza place. And it had a little outdoor deck, and people would sit out there, they'd drink beer, they'd eat pizza, you know, it was pretty good. I went to the owner of this, who was one of my tenants, and I said to him, Sammy, I am going to build a pickleball court right next to your your pizza place, and you're going to rent it from me. He said, why would I do that? I make pizza. And I said, well, I have a theory. And I'll tell you what the theory is based on. It's based on something a great architect who's now passed away, his name was Eric Kuhn. He said to me when at breakfast in London, England once, he said, hey Bruce, leisure is the new infrastructure. Now when Eric talks, you have to listen, but I had no idea what he was talking about. Leisure is the new infrastructure. It took me a while to figure it out. I was going to go and make a speech somewhere and I got lost. I stopped at a store, and it was an old gas station that had been repurposed as a coffee shop and snack bar, and made good sandwiches. And where the pumps used to be, they had some picnic tables, and people could sit there and enjoy the coffee and the sandwiches. And then it had about 3/4 of an acre of ugly asphalt. So I went in there and I introduced myself to the owner, and I said to the owner, did you know that leisure is the new infrastructure? Now he probably thought I was a crazy man. He wouldn't be the first, by the way. And I said to him, leisure is the new infrastructure. What if you tore up some of that asphalt and you put in some volleyball courts, some beach volleyball courts? Do you think people who would come and play beach volleyball might order more coffee, more sandwiches, more of everything that you sell? And he said, well, that's a good idea. I had never thought of it. And I finally understood that what Eric had meant is that on almost any project, industrial, residential, retail, whatever, institutional, add some playful elements. And that is a new kind of infrastructure. So I said to Sammy, you're going to rent this, and the rent is going to be 5 large pizzas a year. He said, 5 large pizzas a year? I can afford that. You know, I have 5 kids, so it was one for each kid. So we built the pickleball court. You can see it cost about $15,000, but there was a little bit of a magic to it for me as his landlord, in that I had a percentage rent in his lease, which means as his revenues go up, so do mine. So it cost me about $15,000 to put that court in there, but his sales went up the next year about 8%. The following year went up 20%. He really got into it. He organized ladders and competitions and mix nights, you know, where you could come and, you know, mix with other singles, for example. And so I found I was making about $25,000 a year more through percentage rent on an initial $15,000 investment. Leisure is the new infrastructure. Thank you, Eric. I hope you're in heaven.